Deep in the heart of the mountainous wilderness, whispers circulated among thrill-seekers about an abandoned mansion, hidden like a forgotten relic. This wasn't just any mansion, it was a relic of a bygone era, shrouded in mystery, its history obscured by the passage of time. Its allure was undeniable, a tantalizing enigma that beckoned to those with a taste for the unknown. Among those drawn to its enigmatic charm were a trio of adventurous hikers. They were seekers, not of wealth or fame but of knowledge and experience. They yearned for the thrill of exploration, the adrenaline rush of uncovering secrets that time had swallowed. When they heard the whispers of the mansion, they saw an opportunity for an extended weekend getaway unlike any other. And so, they set out at the break of dawn on a crisp Saturday morning. Equipped with their gear and a shared sense of anticipation, they embarked on their journey through the dense woods. The wilderness around them was a symphony of nature's whispers, a soundtrack to their adventure. Their path was not an easy one. The wilderness was as challenging as it was beautiful, demanding their utmost perseverance. Yet, they were undeterred. Every step they took, every mile they covered, brought them closer to the mysterious mansion. They were not just navigating through the wilderness, they were navigating through the pages of history. 10 miles into their journey, they paused for a moment. Their lunch was a simple one, their surroundings, anything but. As they sat there, amidst the whispering trees and the rustling leaves, they couldn't help but wonder if they were on the right path. The elusive mansion seemed just as distant as before, its secrets just as guarded. Yet, they were not the kind to be easily discouraged. Their resolve hardened, their spirits undimmed. The mansion was out there, hidden somewhere in the wilderness, waiting to be found. And they were determined to find it. Undeterred, they ventured deeper, the dense woods enveloping them as the day unfolded. Each step was a promise of the mysteries that lay ahead, each heartbeat a testament to their unwavering determination. And so their journey into the whispering wilderness continued, their story just beginning to unfold. With the sun casting long shadows, they set up camp, anticipating a new day of exploration. As twilight draped the wilderness, the trio of hikers found their spirits buoyed by the prospect of uncovering a piece of forgotten history. They had set out on this adventure, lured by whispers of an abandoned mansion nestled deep within the mountainous terrain. As the first light of dawn pierced the morning fog, their eyes were drawn to the silhouette of a structure atop a distant hill. The mansion, cloaked in mystery, stood as a testament to a bygone era, its spires reaching out to the limitless sky above. A sense of exhilaration coursed through them as they beheld the grandeur of their discovery. The mansion was no longer a whisper in the wind, it was a tangible relic awaiting their exploration. The mansion's imposing facade held a silent promise of untold stories, of secrets cocooned within its stony walls. Its windows, like vacant eyes, stared out into the wilderness, holding the gaze of the adventurers who dared to approach it. The dilapidated structure was a paradox, a symbol of forgotten opulence amidst the wild, untamed beauty of nature. With the mansion within their reach, the hikers chose to set up camp nearby. The anticipation of exploring the mansion was palpable in the air, each of them eager to delve into the mysteries it held. As they sat around the campfire, the mansion loomed in the background, its silhouette dancing in the flickering firelight. Their conversation was filled with conjectures and theories about the mansion's past, each more intriguing than the last. Night fell, wrapping the wilderness in a cloak of quiet solitude. The mansion stood sentinel under the starlit sky, its secrets safe for another night. As the hikers retreated into their tents, they dreamt of the exploration that awaited them. The promise of the mansion's mysteries had turned their weekend getaway into a thrilling adventure. Setting up camp near the historic structure, they eagerly planned to delve into its secrets the following day. Little did they know, the mansion held more secrets than they could ever have imagined. As they drifted into sleep, the mansion stood silent, patiently awaiting the dawn when its stories would finally be unveiled. As morning light bathed the mansion, they entered through creaking doors, greeted by an eerie silence. The mansion seemed to hold its breath as they stepped over the threshold, each footfall echoing through the grand entryway. The hush was almost palpable, wrapping around them like a shroud, yet it was broken only by their tentative steps and the occasional murmur of their voices, hushed in reverence to the forgotten grandeur that surrounded them. The mansion's lower level was a time capsule of opulence, with remnants of a bygone era scattered around. Grand chandeliers, now shrouded in cobwebs, hung from high ceilings. Ornate furniture, though dulled by time, whispered tales of past elegance. Yet the dust that coated everything seemed to mute the vibrancy of the past, casting a veil of melancholy on the scene. As they navigated through the mansion, they felt an unsettling presence, like a breath on the nape of their necks. A chill that wasn't quite explained by the cool stone walls. It was as if the mansion was aware of them, its long slumber disturbed by their intrusion. But adventure coursed through their veins, stronger than any spectral warning. They dismissed the feeling as a product of their overactive imaginations, a side effect of the eerie ambiance. Their exploration led them upstairs, where they encountered an anomaly that sent a shiver down their spines. A room, unlike the others, untouched by time or decay. Its pristine condition was a stark contrast to the rest of the mansion. The air in the room felt different, heavy with a mystery that begged to be unraveled, but that would be a story for another day. The group felt an unsettling presence, a subtle warning that they dismissed as mere nerves. As they exited the room, they couldn't shake off the feeling that they had unlocked a part of the mansion's past that was perhaps better left undisturbed, but the allure of the unknown was too strong, and they ventured on, oblivious to the fact that their adventure was about to take a chilling turn. Heading upstairs, they encountered an anomaly, a room devoid of dust, frozen in pristine condition. A sight so out of place in the otherwise decaying mansion that it was as if they'd stepped into a time capsule. The air felt heavy, charged with an anticipatory silence, a sense of unease creeping in. But the pull of the unknown, the thrill of the unexplored, nudged them forward, deeper into the mansion's enigmatic heart. The grand circular staircase loomed ahead, a once majestic path now steeped in mystery. The hikers, undeterred by the foreboding atmosphere, began their descent. Step by step they ventured downwards, the echo of their footfalls a constant companion. Yet, as they continued, an unsettling realization began to dawn on them. Their journey, it seemed, was leading them nowhere. The staircase, once a symbol of grandeur, now appeared to be a paradox of perpetual steps, a descent into the endless. Confusion morphed into frustration, then into fear. The hikers quickened their pace, their hearts pounding in sync with their hurried steps. Down they ran, the world outside obscured by the mansion's imposing stone walls. Yet, the staircase, relentless and unforgiving, offered no respite, an illusion of progress while holding them captive in its endless loop. The mansion's charm, once enticing, now morphed into a macabre nightmare. The grand staircase, a symbol of its former glory, had become a labyrinth with no end in sight. The hikers, once thrill-seekers, now felt the cold grip of desperation. The very adventure they sought had ensnared them in its twisted game, a chilling dance with the unknown. Desperation set in as they sprinted downward, the mansion's macabre charm now a suffocating nightmare. Their cries echoed through the mansion, a chilling testament to the mansion's spectral secret, the endless staircase. A path that promised discovery, now a haunting maze, trapping them in a cycle of perpetual descent. Their adventure had turned into a chilling ordeal, a relentless struggle against the enigma of the endless staircase. Despite their efforts, the stairs yielded no progress. This was the grim reality that the hikers faced, their once adventurous spirits now dampened by the chilling mystery of the mansion. Each step they took, every breath they drew, echoed the same haunting refrain: there was no escape. The grandiose staircase, once a symbol of the mansion's past opulence, was now a twisted maze, its end as elusive as the mansion's forgotten history. Their hearts pounded in their chests, a frantic rhythm that matched the urgency of their footfalls. They raced against an unseen adversary, time itself. It was as if the mansion, draped in its spectral shroud, was playing a cruel trick on them. Their descent, which should have taken mere minutes, stretched on for hours. The mansion seemed to distort time, stretching seconds into minutes and minutes into hours. The panic that initially gripped them was now replaced by a numbing dread. A chilling realization seeped into their minds. The mansion was not just a relic of the past, but a trap, a temporal prison that ensnared them in its clutches, refusing to release its hold. The staircase, their only route to freedom, was a relentless loop, an infinite spiral that led them back to where they started. The mansion's once enchanting charm had faded, replaced by a sinister aura. The grand staircase with its ornate railings and marble steps was no longer a testament to the mansion's glory. It was a prison, a relentless loop that ensnared the hikers in its cruel grasp. Their cries for help, their desperate pleas, were swallowed by the mansion's eerie silence, lost in the vastness of the wilderness outside. Their quest for adventure had led them into an endless struggle against an unseen force. The mansion, once a symbol of opulence, was now a chilling reminder of their plight. Each tick of the clock, each passing moment was a haunting echo of their entrapment. The once grand mansion transformed into a prison, the hikers ensnared in the relentless loop of the staircase. Days passed within the mansion's spectral confines, shadows dancing with each failed attempt to escape. The hikers, once filled with an adventurous spirit, now found themselves ensnared within the mansion's haunting grip. The grand staircase their relentless captor. Every step they took was a futile attempt to break free, the mansion's paradoxical layout holding them in an eerie, endless descent. Their initial elation at discovering the mansion had long since dissipated, replaced with a chilling dread. The mansion's once opulent grandeur now seemed to mock them, its dusty halls and forgotten relics a stark reminder of their ill-fated exploration. Time, indifferent to their plight, continued its steady march, the mansion's timeless air growing increasingly suffocating. The hikers' strength dwindled with each passing day. The mansion, once a symbol of historical intrigue, had transformed into their spectral prison. The grand staircase, once an architectural marvel, had become their perpetual path of desperation. Yet, they refused to surrender to despair, their determination to escape fueling their continued descent. In the silence of the mansion's halls, their footsteps echoed like a mournful dirge. The mansion seemed to relish in their struggle, its spectral presence ever looming. With each failed escape, the mansion's haunting charm grew, its spectral presence a constant reminder of their doomed exploration. Their cries for help, once filled with hope, now echoed through the mansion's silent halls, their pleas swallowed by the mansion's unyielding embrace. The mansion, indifferent to their plight, continued to hold them captive, its spectral confines a chilling testament to their exploration-turned-nightmare. The mansion's grandeur faded into a haunting reminder, a monument to their fateful exploration. The hikers, once bound for adventure, now faced an eternal struggle within the mansion's spectral prison. Their story, forever etched into the mansion's history, served as a chilling reminder of the peril that lay in the heart of the wilderness. As the mansion embraced the encroaching darkness, the hikers remained trapped on the staircase, their cries echoing through the silent halls. The once vibrant echoes of laughter and anticipation had morphed into a symphony of despair. The mansion, once a beacon of curiosity and excitement, had become their spectral prison, its haunting beauty now a cruel illusion. In the labyrinth of the endless staircase, the passage of time became a whimsical concept. Days blended into nights, weeks into months, and perhaps even years. The hiker's reality was now an unending descent, a paradox that defied the laws of space and time. The mansion seemed to feed off their fear, their desperation. It was as if the mansion had come alive, its heart beating in rhythm with their mounting dread. The constant echo of their footsteps against the cold stone of the staircase was a cruel reminder of their entrapment, a maddening metronome that kept the time of their never-ending descent. With each passing moment, their identities began to fade, their memories slipping away like sand through fingers. The hikers were no longer individuals but spectral entities, forever bound to the mansion. Their physical forms dissolved into wisps of spectral energy, pale ethereal echoes of their former selves. Their cries for help, once loud and desperate, waned into silent pleas. The mansion absorbed their despair, their spectral forms becoming a part of its very fabric, their energy seeping into the walls, the floors, the endless staircase. In their eternal descent, they became the newest chapter in the mansion's haunting narrative. Their tale of curiosity turned tragedy now whispered among the mansion's forgotten relics, adding to the layers of spectral residue that clung to the mansion's dusty corners. Forever entwined with the history they sought to uncover, they became spectral residents of the abandoned mansion, a cautionary tale etched in the annals of the haunted wilderness. Their story, a grim reminder of the mansion's power, echoes in the whispers of the wind, forever bound to the heart of the mountainous wilderness.